What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTube? What's up, TikTok? And what's up, Sir Daryl?
What's up, Jeffrey Jordan?
We got a huge show today. I got my guest again. Listen, y'all don't know the work I got to put in to get her behind here on Perry Necessary. We got celebrity guest host Chica Deshawn. Everybody, what's up, Chica?
What's up, Jeffrey? You are out of control, sir.
Did you
Thank
see
y'all
No,
her
I
for having
gotta
me
do.
demand
again.
her demand list for the green room? It was
You
ridiculous.
know what? Y'all gotta cut it
I'm like,
out.
Jesus. I had to send M&Ms. I had to send different colored Skittles. I'm like, Jesus. But I gotta hear y'all.
Yeah,
I
I mean, you
got
got to
to
do what you got
hear.
to do sometimes.
Well,
Yeah, you sure
where's
do.
my alkaline water then? Like, where's my 9.5 alkaline water? Since we
Interns,
want
get
to
it
make
over
sure
there for her,
my
please,
reading
immediately.
is correct.
I
Love
forgot.
it, love it. What's good, everybody?
Um. Oh, so I guess we got to check out episode of Sistas of season 8, episode 6, I believe.
Yeah.
Right.
Web of
All right.
deceit
So
is what it's called.
Web of Deceit. Now I already know who lying, but we shall see.
Hey, I know that we running kind of a little short on time. I just got to, if I since Tika's here, I got to ask her this question, if I may.
Go.
Do you review? And damn it, I can't even remember the name of it. This new Tyler Perry show that's on Netflix. What is it called?
Beauty in Black.
Yes. Do you review that?
I do character reviews. I don't do like the whole actual show because I mean the whole series. But I think I will when it returns. I think I will
Oh,
go
it's
ahead
done.
and Oh yeah, it's like 8 episodes, and then they'll come back next spring with another
Right,
eight
because
episodes.
Netflix drops everything at the same time. Still, they still do that, don't they? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what they
Mhm.
did. I was hoping they would do it like weekly, but
Yeah.
nope.
It's hard to review a show when everybody, like nobody is keeping up. Everybody literally is at a different spot.
Right.
Always at a different spot. Some people binged it and watched it all in that night, and then some people are just, yeah. That's a hard thing to review. You got to just review the
Yeah.
season.
Right. Well, I mean,
Um,
anybody want to tap in with me? We can rock it out now. We can work it
Mm.
out
I haven't
one way
started
or
so
watching it
another.
yet.
Daryl,
Yeah.
so you started it, Sir Daryl?
No, I couldn't remember the name of it, but I just found out about it like recently. I just saw somebody talking about it, and I was trying to figure out whether or not it was worth watching. Have you seen it?
I saw a few episodes, but then I fell off. But I'm down to get back into it if y'all down, so we can set that up. No
Okay.
problem.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we are going live on YouTube at 8 o'clock, so we have to make sure that we're done by then. So we need to get right on into this. Are you all ready?
I'm
I'm
ready. We
ready.
don't have no voicemails, do we? We don't have no voicemails, do we?
We do not. At least I don't think
Okay,
so.
good. Yeah, because the lady up TikTok was like, "I'm calling in," and I'm like, "Okay, Jesus,
All right. Well, let me
good." All
open
right.
it up. I'll look as we are watching to see whether or not there are any voicemails from it. But let's get into it.
All right.
Sister season 8, episode 6, Web of Deceit.
Wow, you just love to circle the block, don't you? You, you couldn't wait to
Pause it
get
for a
rid of my
second.
brother. I wouldn't be surprised if it was you that
Oh,
pointed the
hey.
FBI.
Every Christmas,
How,
something magical
what is
happens.
that? Is
What
that
the
me?
hell? Oh, I we got all kind of technical issues going on over here. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Mm. Um.
He was not.
Oh God, I'm sorry, Chico. Uh, how much sympathy do you have for Jordan at this point?
Jordan, right now, I actually have sympathy for him again.
I just feel like okay. I'm gonna ask you first, Chico. How much sympathy do you have for Jordan?
About 0.5% worth of sympathy because he knew all of the things, unfortunately, that he knew Gary was a hothead. He knew Gary was that type of individual. And yet invited this man to come and have dinner with you guys. Like you let Gary in your life, regardless of him being Andy's ex, you still allowed him in you guys' life. And now you're sitting
Mhm.
here like putting the blame all on Andy without really taking a minute to listen to what it is that she has to say. Now, that's it. You get what you get. It's like one of them relationships, unfortunately. So 0.5% of feeling sad for him.
I I agree. For me, it's 0% because at this point, he's just a glutton for punishment. At this point, I mean, now he just heard that Robin, her ex, her ex that used to blow her back out, is now representing her. Like what more do you need? What more do you need? I get it. So zero, but that's all I got for that.
All right, so I skipped way ahead, so I'm gonna need to find where we were at. I apologize, everybody.
Oh
This is
my
gonna be a
goodness.
little rough.
I caught Gary masturbating in your bathroom while smelling your underwear, Andy.
What? He did what?
Pause
Robin
it.
acting all like offended and annoyed. Like what? He did what? How does that matter right now? Can either of you explain why that would be so
I,
insulting in this
I
moment?
was I was just about to say that's on Penelope for keeping that bit of information. That makes her look bad by protecting Gary. So that makes her look bad. I'm just sick of this scene. I'm so sick of this segment. So I really don't want to talk too much about it. So
I'm looking at it like, everybody is all offended around that. Out of all of the stuff that just has gone on in recent time from the storyline of where we're at, that is an insignificant fact. It's almost
hmm
like, why did you bring that up? Did Gary also go to the bathroom? Did he walk down the stairs? Like, I mean, these are insignificant things here.
Yeah, but she said it to try to make it seem as if Andy was in on it, as if they into some kinky type situations to
Ah.
just to, try to involve Andy in Gary's wrongdoings. However, she's laying the blame on the wrong individual. And
Mm.
just as Jeff stated, and just you guys were saying, like, she could have said that the day that it happened.
Mhm.
Why wait however many months later and the stuff has hit the fans, and now you're just not talking about it. Like, you had time, so you got what you got. And just like Andy told her, um I told you to leave, and you stuck around. You want to approach him on your own, and now here we are. So
Now, Andy did tell her to
yeah.
leave, but to her credit, and I don't really give her a whole lot of credit, but to her own credit, I can see where it does make a little bit of sense. Like, oh, wait a minute, you told me to leave this dude, and then the next thing I know, you marrying the dude that you told me to leave. It would make me real suspicious, no matter how nefarious everything else was. It does look really, really bad.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It does look bad. But I've also felt like Jordan should have known Andy a little bit better, even though they were going through their little bits and pieces with this whole campaign and situations. But I feel like he should have known her just a little bit better to say she's doing this for a reason. There's something behind her doing this for a reason. But everything just popped off left and right, and there was no real way that she could explain what it was that she was actually doing to try
Yeah,
to protect him.
yeah.
hmm I agree.
I'm hungry. It smells so good in here. Yeah,
This is
yeah.
on.
Um,
Some silverware.
That is
um,
not a good look. Uh,
pause it. I
yeah.
mean, that wasn't that bad, Sir Darrell. She's a goofy person, so I look
Oh,
past
you
that.
weren't looking, Jeff.
She's
You
a
were not
she's a
looking.
character. She's
She
a
certainly looked
character.
like a
You see
character right
all of.
then.
I'm telling you, she's done worse, Sir Darrell. She's done worse. But Matt says, I forgot his comment. He left. They all reap what they sow. Once Jordan realized Andy was in a relationship with his sister's fiance and baby's father, he should have ran in the other direction. He stayed with her, and Andy was never forthcoming about Gary, his background, and what he was capable of. And I agree with that. I agree with that. That's all I got for that.
Tika, were you here with us the week? I think that was last week, so then you weren't. But the week that Danny received this thing that her man got for her, where he got her into that program that she didn't ask to be in. You didn't join us when we talked about that, right?
No, I wasn't here for that.
No.
All right. So Jeff doesn't seem to understand why Danny would be so horrified and upset about it. And I do kind of understand. I'm wondering where you are on this.
I'm on both sides. He's she's not ready to elevate. It's clear she's okay. She's content with where she is. She also feels as if Tony is basically trying to tell her what to do, trying to kind of like make her a how do you call it? Not a trophy piece, but make her fit in the category because she has two other friends that are successful. Actually three. Karen has her own business. Sabrina is a manager at the bank, and Andy is an attorney. So she feels like he's trying to place her in the same category as those ladies. However, I felt like he was just trying to kind of help move along, motivate her, kind of move along and help her with her career. Now, he should have very well, and this is the aspect of Danny, he very well should have asked her what she wanted to do instead of just going and getting her this recommendation and taking away the personal time. She could do without that. Like some things she could just, but he didn't ask her. He didn't confide in her. He didn't talk to her. So I think that's why she's more upset than anything. Like he should have had that conversation with her to see what it is she actually wants to do. Is she content with where she is at the desk services, or does she want to become a supervisor? But he never, they never had that conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, Tika. The way he asked you the question, it was like a loaded question, so he didn't ask it properly. The way we had the conversation. All I'm saying is when Tony and Danny had the conversation, she should have said from the beginning of the conversation, like, listen, I don't want that. She was kind of like asking questions, right? She was like, oh well, what do I have to do? What about if she didn't want it? That's fine. All she had to do was say, I don't want it from the very beginning. Why waste his time in this long speech that he was giving? Well, you got to do this, where you got to do that. It's unpaid. It's unpaid when you. She was like, oh well, I don't want to do it because it's unpaid training. That's all she had to say. Now, when it comes to him signing her up, from what I gathered, the cutoff time was near, so he got her in there. It's not like he went around saying, oh, telling all his friends, oh, I got her in this program. He went to Andy and all of the sisters. I got her in this program. He didn't tell anybody. He had the conversation with just her. And all she had to do was respectfully decline, and that would have been the end of it. Nobody would have known about it, right?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, but that program that application process probably was open at least a good 2 weeks. So if she had to put in her application by then that was a sign that she didn't really want to, to do it. So they could have had that conversation 2 episodes ago.
But what I'm saying, I gather that she didn't even know about the program because she had a lot of questions. Maybe she didn't know about the dates. Maybe she didn't know. Maybe she didn't know the program exists. Maybe she didn't know she qualified. I don't know, but
couldn't he have called her when
he could have? He could have. But you getting away from what I'm saying. The only people who knew about this conversation was her and him. Nobody knew about it, whether he signed her up last year or last week. No one knew about it. And all she had to do was say, that's not for me. And he would have been like, cool. I felt like she kept the conversation going on. Well, what's this? What does this entail? What is this? All she had to do was say no. Am I wrong?
My main point was he signed her up for something, and it's almost like a commitment that he
my
made
God.
on her behalf.
Oh my God! No, there was no commitment. There was no commitment. There's no commitment.
I'm not saying
you just said it was a commitment. You just said it was a commitment. You just said it was a commitment.
You just hearing what you want to hear. Well, I'm saying.
Okay, wait a minute, Tika. Did he just? Oh my God! Didn't he just say that a second ago?
The word commitment came out of my mouth. The actual word commitment came out of my mouth.
Does it mean something else? Does commitment mean something else?
Listen to the context of what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when you bring this to somebody and you're bringing it to them that's already done, there's more of an expectation usually with people that they're going to go ahead and do this. And there's more of a pressure that they're going to actually do it. And whether or not one should just move along and just say this or that, people don't act that way. And Danny definitely don't act that way. So all I'm saying is it's not just completely crazy that she had this reaction to somebody bringing something to her. I gave you the analogy. What if I just thought to myself, Jeffrey Jordan works a whole lot. He should go on a cruise. And I just paid for it. And I'm like, here you go, Jeff. Now, if you don't want it, you can just cancel it or whatever. It's the fact that I went and did all of these things when I could have talked to you about it, but didn't. And that's what he did here, and whether or not you would have responded that way doesn't mean that her response is crazy. That's
No,
all.
baby, that's a bad damn analogy because first off, the position that he put in for her cost her nothing versus a freaking cruise
You're
that
missing the
cost you
point. You're
something.
missing the point.
Okay, so something for nothing. It cost him nothing to sign her up for that freaking program, and I'm firm on it. It cost him nothing.
I
All
didn't
she
say
had to
it
do was
did.
say no, and
It cost his credibility as a manager or as a supervisor because you're taking a
oh, here
chance
we
on
go.
somebody who really doesn't even want to be in a position that you're trying to get them to be a part of. And he's a manager now. He fraternizing. At the end of the day, what you doing? What's up? Why is this so personal for you? Why are you? I'm going deep with it. Why are you diving so deep into this specific person? You've never did that for any other employee here. So what's so special about Danny? I'm just saying, like communication, the conversation should have been had. He should not, even if it was the 10 minutes prior to him actually going in, because it took him, I'm sure it took him a good at least 10, 15 minutes to actually fill out an application and submit it. So while he's actually typing in all this other stuff, he could easily she got time to come to his office to get some. So
That's
why
right.
not come to
I'm
the
sure he
office
wasn't
and say,
running
hey,
down the hall at the counter like 3 seconds. I'm sure it wasn't like that. He had time to tell her.
exactly.
Oh, hold on. Right, Matt says Danny is making a mountain out of a molehill. Come on, Matt, with the facts. Come on, Matt, with the common sense. Come on. He had good intentions and he freaking apologized. God damn it! But that's just not good enough for her. Come on, Matt. You see how he come up with the facts? Facts machine, facts
Somebody
of
has
life.
been controlling, somebody has been abusive, somebody has been controlling, somebody has been manipulative to Danny to where she has this wall up and she does not want to let that wall down. Anybody that can infiltrate her in that manner, it probably makes her feel vulnerable. So she does not and is not willing to step into that. So she feels like he's trying to dictate, trying to control little aspects of her life. And she literally made a mole. What is it? A mole into a mountain hill? Mountain out of a molehill. Yeah, she literally did that because she feels like he is infiltrating her life. He's controlling her. He's dictating the things that she's supposed to be doing rather than allowing her to just say, hey, I want to try this now.
Can I say something? Did Danny say the same thing about freaking Preston? Said the same thing about Preston, like he was trying to change
Yeah.
that. So when does somebody look in the freaking mirror and say, you know what, maybe it's goddamn me, maybe
Well,
it's
I
me,
think it's
and not
definitely
everybody
her.
else.
It's definitely her, but that doesn't take away what I'm saying. It is her. She's problematic. But if you are dating a problematic
Well,
person, part of being in that relationship is to know the nature of the person you're dealing with and to act accordingly. I would never be able to put up with Daddy, but this dude is trying. So since he's trying, I just feel like just as a casual observer of the show, I would know that's a bad idea. He's sleeping with her and he doesn't know it's a bad idea.
Well, I think that her relationship is crazy actually because she just got a relationship with Preston. So I thought it was a bad idea that she should be single. She needs to be someone that's a casual dater having sex, and there's nothing wrong with that. But don't get in a relationship just because and screw somebody else over. That she's not a relationship type of person. That's what I think. So
Yeah, she
that's
tried
all
the
I got.
casual dating. She tried the casual dating, the casual just for sex type relationship, and ended up kind of getting assaulted and almost running over somebody. So
And we
maybe
skipped
this is
too.
why.
We skipped 3 months, so we don't really know what happened, like what he did to really get in there. We missed a little bit of that. Yeah.
All right.
Sorry to detour so much.
Oh, wow, that looks tasty.
Whoa!
What the are you doing?
That does not look like Benson Jones and Leland work.
Yeah, because it's not.
Pause it. Pause it. Hayden was a jerk by throwing all of that stuff on the desk and
Not just on the desk.
crushing her little salad.
You know, her salad.
Excuse me,
On her salad.
on the salad, which wasn't touched, by the way.
She hadn't gotten started yet, Jeff.
But let me finish. Let me finish. But was he wrong when he pointed out the fact that that was not office work that she was working on, what she does all the time with Andy? Was he wrong? I'm gonna ask Tika first, and then you go next. Was he wrong for pointing out the fact that she's doing other things other than work, which even Robbins mentioned it, he's mentioned it, that she slacks. Was he wrong?
He wasn't wrong for mentioning it, but his approach and the way that he did it was absolutely out of pocket. And that's just Hayden being Hayden. He ain't gonna come in and do things politically correct. He's gonna do it just to annoy the heck out of somebody. So yeah, she was wrong for studying instead of working on corporate time. But she's so accustomed to doing that because that's what Danny allowed her to do. So now she's got to kind of switch her brain into I'm dealing with somebody else. I'm not dealing with Danny anymore, or with Andy.
Andy. So down.
Yes, Sir Daryl just had an issue over here. All right, there we go. That approach was so over the top that it just changed. Like, it's almost like I can't focus on whether or not he's actually right or wrong on what he said. That, like, if I walk up to you and I'm like, Jeffrey Jordan, the hood that you have on is brown, and I just slap you. Well, I was absolutely accurate in my assessment of you. Jeffrey Jordan, your headphones are blue, and I'll punch you in the face. Is he wrong? No, he said things, Daryl said things that were accurate. But the actions surrounding the words that he said were completely out of pocket. So while he may have been correct and accurate in the words that he said, his approach was so over the top that it just doesn't even matter. What say you, Jeffrey Jordan?
Listen, I clearly said remove the approach. I'm just saying what he said wasn't wrong, not how he said it, because we all know in a business is how you say things, not what you say. But I'm saying what he said wasn't incorrect. And this is not a one-off. And that is frustrating because often you see Fatima on the phone, personal calls. Zach comes in when she just gets to work, sitting down in the office eating. Angela coming on by. They just got in the office. They sitting down, they about to step out. Like that. That's out of hand. That's out of hand. But
all right. That's it. All right.
I believe that I currently hold that title.
Okay, now is that appropriate? Got his feet up on the table.
Putting his feet on the desk. How many people you see put their feet on the desk? How many people bring their freaking husbands to be inside the freaking office eating? Is that appropriate?
Okay.
Why they talk?
Why couldn't you answer my question without asking a new question?
He works there. So there's nothing inappropriate about that. He's had freaking sex in the freaking office. So
Was that appropriate?
That ship is sailed. No, it wasn't.
Okay. So okay. I see you were able to answer that. You didn't have to make comparisons or anything like that. You just answered the question. So is putting his feet up on the desk, is that appropriate?
You nitpicking. She is stealing company freaking time and putting his feet on the table. Is that against policy? Does any policy ever say you can't put your feet on the freaking table? I don't think so.
Maybe it doesn't. So it's fine. It's appropriate then.
Yeah, it's fine to me.
Keep up the good work.
If for whatever reason, Robin did go back to London, and for whatever reason, Hayden ended up with that spot, Fatima has to quit at that point, right? I mean, she can't. That's not an environment she could work in with him literally being her boss, really being able to fire her, really telling her what to do, right?
I mean, she wouldn't have to. She wouldn't have to quit, And if you mean that if he becomes a partner,
yeah, if he has real control over her, where what he says really does go, where she had to do what he says or get fired. Like right now, she's not really risking getting fired because he doesn't necessarily know about the inner workings of things. But he would deliberately, this wouldn't be a fair situation. He would deliberately use his authority to make her life hell if he was in that position.
I mean, maybe, but in reality, I think once he gets promoted to that, she becomes small potatoes. Like under his umbrella of responsibilities, he has many other things to worry about. Now he might be petty and just focus on her, but to me, he won't be her. He will be a supervisor, but he won't be like how Andy is her direct supervisor now. I think a partner is over multiple supervisors, if that makes sense. So I really don't know how it works, but I would think that she would become small potatoes if he got promoted, and he really shouldn't be thinking about her anymore.
I think he still would.
He probably would. Probably.
Trying to help you. How many times do I have to say it? I was trying to help you.
Guys.
Not force, help.
You know, when I need your help, I'll ask for it, okay? But if you say help one more time,
Danny.
no, someone's gonna have to help him out of here.
Okay, I flag it. Right.
Find out. Oh.
They will. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Thoughts?
I mean, I still stand firm on. I feel like he told her right away after he signed her up, and it she would have found something to complain about either way. You know, uh, I'm guessing we just pulling at straws to whether he should have just told her right before he signed her up at the last minute versus right after. I don't see the big issue there, but hey.
Anything from you, Tigger?
I mean, I just the whole back and forth conversation, the whole ghetto fabulous loud in the restaurant. They're talking over each other. Nobody is hearing what anybody is saying. I'm glad Sabrina stopped in the middle of all of that and was like, listen, we got to actually listen to each other versus because we out in public, So of course she's going to be that individual to kind of mediate somewhat the conversation. But then I don't like that Rich is kind of like turning this whole thing on Sabrina, making it about her not wanting to spend time with him when in actuality it was just about her trying to be there for her friend. So I just wish that Rich would just go away because in the beginning he didn't halfway want what it was that she wanted. So like, why are you there now? And why are you so sensitive about her happening to go meet up with her friend who was in trouble?
But wasn't she also saying like she couldn't? Like she said, I can't leave work. If somebody says that, and then the next thing you know, you find them, they certainly did leave. When a better opportunity came, or I mean, it ain't a better opportunity, but still, us men are irrational sometimes. When somebody else asked, then they were able to, but when I asked, you just were not free. It looks funny.
Look a little suspect. I got
you. It does. We're not talking about an emergency, somebody dying, somebody house on fire. They literally, it's out drinks. You can call it what you want. It's drinks out. So, but like Tika said, at the same time, I feel like the relationship is kind of wonky anyway because he's not the type of person who wants kids. She wants kids. So I still don't see how that's going to work out. Matt says, doesn't it feel like the couples from the start were mismatched? Tony more for Sabrina and Danny more for Rich. I don't agree with that. Yeah.
That would be funny though if we end up going in that direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is Sistas. That could never work.
I better get going. These packages ain't delivering themselves, so
he gotta get out of here. Now that he done started the crap. So Jeffrey and I, we are completely suspicious of what's his name? Trey. We are suspicious of Trey. We think that Trey may have had something to do with this whole thing because he happened to be there, first of all. He is like the only person who would know that they had like new investors in here, and we think this whole thing is a scam and a setup anybody by this woman. We don't. Jeff and I agree, we don't agree on much. We agree on this. That Rooster Riches probably didn't have anything to do with her her edges. This is all just some big scam. But the only way that the scam really works, what they're asking for that much money, would be if they know that that much money is in the pot somewhere, meaning a billionaire is involved. And we think that Trey might be the reason why all of this is going on. You suspicious of Trey, or you think he's innocent here?
I've always been suspicious of Trey. First he had the eyes for Karen, and then he kind of threw that attention towards Pam when he found out she was really, really doing her big thing. And just like you said, with the whole investor with Miss Marie, they got big money kind of getting ready to start rolling in. So it wouldn't surprise me if he was, or if he does have something to do with this chick coming in, because if it's not going to be this chick coming in making false accusations, it could be somebody else that may roll in, later on behind him. So he looks suspect to me. I'm looking forward to seeing whether or not he really, have something to do with it. And not just this situation, but some more situations, because I don't think this is the last of it.
Was Trey? He wasn't an investor, right?
No, he just was the person that brought the product.
Yeah.
And then got in good with Pam.
Yeah.
Pause it. Pause it.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go.
Wait a minute. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but am I wrong? Like, I haven't seen the pen get up. She hasn't touched one pamphlet since Hayden left. And now she's picking up her personal phone once again.
Well, we don't know what she did because the salad is gone. So we don't know how much time has elapsed.
So why is she on her phone?
Maybe it's towards the end of the day. Maybe she did a lot of work. Maybe it's breaks. We don't. Why are you immediately going to the negative before finding out?
All right, we gonna play it. We gonna play it unless she's calling Hayden. I'm gonna be pausing right again. Okay, let's go.
Hayden, pick up, please.
Hello?
Hey, babe.
She's not allowed to make one phone call?
But I don't even want to argue with it because you know it's wrong. You know it's wrong. It's just like she's just so set on Andy's lax leadership. She's just so set on Andy's lax leadership. Listen, that's fine, but you know I'm right though. You know I'm right. She hasn't done one bit of office work since she's been there, and now she's making a personal call. She's not on break. She ain't clock out for break yet. Get out of here. That's it.
So we paused it for that.
That's it.
That's her safe space. She needed to talk to him so she can calm down. That's her safe space.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
Gary's been stabbed. You're doing this weird, veiled, passive-aggressive thing towards Andy. Why?
Pause it.
I don't.
Pause
I
it.
don't know. I don't.
And they about to light. I'm sure they about to light her behind her. But like when she talk about they confused, they don't know why. They do know that they are best friends with freaking Jordan and Andy screwed that guy over royally. Let's be clear, right? Hello?
Wait, what?
I said just a minute ago, they were the girls were just saying how they were confused and how come they keep mentioning Andy's name and they don't understand why they have something against Andy. If the tables were turned, they would be upset too.
Freaking Andy. Oh, absolutely. They would want to fight. They would be like talking about doing stuff.
Okay, so they can understand that Andy she screwed that guy over. And they know it, but they're being friends by I guess the sisterhood. You look out for your friends, but now Sabrina's in a difficult situation because now she's building something with Rich. They're having a child together. That's his name, Rich, the bald head one, right? Or Tony?
Yeah, Rich.
Rich, they're building a life together, so they're gonna have a child together. So that sister circle is gonna be broken just a bit because she can no longer, she shouldn't be lying to him anymore. If they're gonna be together or soon to get married, you can't be lying to him no more because he's no longer just somebody on the street. You know what I mean? So at some point, she's gonna start to have to be honest with him. But that's all I got with that.
No, but you're right. If it was reversed,
Nothing to do with me going to lunch with Annie.
I do have a kind of level of emotional intelligence where I can be simultaneously pissed off about two different things.
You have a level of emotional intelligence. Then if you did have that level of emotional intelligence, you would understand that I have to help my friend.
Help your friend.
Yes.
I am so weird. I would never participate in anything like that. I would never sit at a table and just bicker and argue back and forth with somebody. If you're arguing, and maybe that's why I'm single, but if you're arguing that much with somebody, and it's like at a certain point you enjoy the drama, you enjoy the back and forth, because it would just say to me, this is not a situation for me to be in. I don't care enough to resolve this if we're just gonna just pecker, just this petty bickering going back and forth. You don't resolve anything by petty bickering going back and forth. You're just losing time, and then they're drinking too. There's nothing good that's gonna come out of that.
I was going to say the same thing about this next scene because yet I'm so sick of the scene seeing Penelope still over that house, over Andy's house. Like by now, she said what she needed to say. It should have been out by now. You know, it's just I don't know what she's trying to get off her chest. That conversation is long and drawn out. They should have been out of that house. But that's it.
I just think the in the mess that they have at that table with the ladies with all of them at the table, that in that mess a message actually came across. He's not just, yeah, he's upset about her not spending time with him, not doing the whole lunch situation, but they're also in their feelings as they have the right to be about their friend Jordan, along with the situation that created a little chaos with Andy. So it was definitely a lot of chaos at that table, but a message actually came out, and now Sabrina could kind of look at him and say, okay, it's not just about me, it's because you're dealing with your situation with your friend as well. So yeah.
Jordan, I need to talk to you privately. She can go.
Now, that's a little wild right there. That is, I can't fathom that's going to happen, but I'll be here for it if it does.
If what happens?
If she actually leaves, if Jordan says, okay, she wants to talk to me privately, go ahead and go. I think he never should have even brought her, to be honest. But if you are going to bring your sister, you leave with your sister.
Exactly. That's why I have zero sympathy for him. And you said you had sympathy for him?
I did. I had a little sympathy for him earlier. If this goes down like that, I will have none.
All right, that's it.
$400,000, you mendacious wench.
I don't know what mendacious or miscreant means, but I hope that whole edges will never grow back. Ooh.
Might want to.
Oh my.
That's some information right there.
Yeah, that also makes me wonder, because when Trey walked out of the salon, she was like, bye, Trey. And I'm like, how you even know his name? Did he have his name tag on or something?
I didn't even know that.
Thank you. You got him.
I did not
So
realize the
yeah,
audio was
now
gone.
we see old girl is scamming.
Yeah. Yeah. She actually had some edges there and cut them off.
Yeah, because just like Miss Marie said, or one of them stated, if you get a chemical burn, it's going to go down to the pores of your skin. It ain't, you're not going to have anything that's able to grow out. It's going to take some time. So she definitely, at first I was looking at it like she had put like some makeup or something on there, but now we see a girl done shaved the side of her head. Now she's going to be bald for a while.
She's trying to walk out with 350 grand cash.
We're correct. Or the salon.
Yes, or the salon. There's leases and other things that she probably would never be able to assume.
What do you mean?
Well, he is questioning every good thing Andy's done for this firm. And it's just not right.
What
Pause
exactly is he
it.
saying?
For starters, he's telling
Pause it. Talk about somebody who's snitching. Boo hoo. Oh, Effie. Oh, Effie. We all got pain. Boo hoo. I'm telling on you. I'm gonna tell Robin. He's doing this. He's doing this and that to me. Are you serious, Fatima? As much times as you told Hayden was gonna tell on you, and you called him a bitch, and now she's doing the exact same thing. Boo hoo. Hayden's picking on me. Mm. I thought she was that girl. I'm just saying, if you the bad bitch, you don't get a day off. That's all I'm saying. You got to be that girl every day, and they don't come with fringe benefits.
Well, she wasn't
That's it.
crying, but Hayden was picking on her. She was specifically going in
Oh
there
wait a
to
minute.
talk.
Play that clip back. Play that clip
Why
back.
do I get? I
The
know what
little clip,
happened.
and
I know
then
what.
you.
Let me tell you what
Oh,
happened, and then you tell me if you still need the clip played back. All right.
okay.
She went in there specifically saying that if you have Andy's back, why do you let Hayden drag Andy's name through the mud? What Hayden did was brought me Andy's file and is looking for me to find discrepancies on Andy's work. At what point did she say Hayden's being mean to me? Where in there did she say that?
Hold on. I heard what you said is how you say it. God damn it. And I heard a violin in the background as she was freaking talking.
You
Let's
made it
play
up
it
then.
back because that face was all frowned up and ooh and he doing this and he doing that and let's play it back. Let me see. Maybe I.
you say you have Andy's back.
That's correct.
Is that just in regards to the case?
No, I meant in general. Why?
I just, I can't understand why you allow Hayden to just run Andy's name through the mud.
What do you mean?
Well, he is questioning every good thing Andy's done for this firm. And it's just not right.
What exactly is he saying?
For starters, he's telling everyone that Andy won't be returning to Benson, Jones, and Leland. And that he
All right, we hadn't gotten that far. I feel it's appropriate to pause now. I'll just accept her apology and we can move on.
Wait a minute, I'm not apologizing for nothing because I stand firm on it. She's telling, oh, but he's doing this to Andy, and it's just not right. That's a filler word. Last time I checked, it's just not right. Hello,
Mm.
hello. But we
Tika,
can keep
tell us
going.
what
I'm
you
just
think.
saying. I'm just saying. Tika, am I wrong? I'm not putting you on the spot. I'm not putting you on the spot. But
she went to snitch because she's
Oh,
like,
she's snitching,
listen,
yeah.
I ain't gonna be able to take too much more of this. Yeah, she went to snitch.
come on,
Hopefully it'll
come
help
on.
her. But he's still. Well, we're gonna get to the next part. Yeah,
That's
she snitched.
that's all I'm saying. She's snitching. She's snitching. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
I told you I will always be here when you need me.
There it is. There it is. And Gary
Oh
will be
man.
right back in that position when he gets out of that coma.
Oh man. Are we talking about this here on YouTube? Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We talking about this here on YouTube.
Well, we only got
Ooh.
2 minutes before we go to YouTube, and we don't have to leave here. We can just bring YouTube into the mix.
Yeah, I figured. Boom. The scene with Fatima and Robin showing that uh the footage of her with Gary and her getting assaulted or whatever. You know, I forgot about it, but not really. But Robin, it's not a stretch. I mean, Fatima does have motive. I kind of forgot about it that she does have motive to harm Gary because of that situation. And any legal experts would say the same thing. So I don't know if he's kind of prepping her for the possible questioning or if he's just trying to pin it on her altogether. What do
Yeah.
you guys think?
I think he's
Yeah.
just really laying down a scenario where in his mind, I'm gonna have to defend you at some point because if I got this, they're gonna have this. And he's just laying it out, but I still don't like the way he did it. I don't like that scene
What?
so far.
No. Well. If it's not going to be easy in court, and if obviously Fatima didn't tell anybody about this, so if it came out from someone else, it's going to make him look very bad. It's going to make her look even worse, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I'm thinking that he's kind of prepping her for for what's about to come. Yeah.
All right. If you are with us here on Facebook, stick around. We're going to head on over to YouTube. You can head on over to YouTube too. That way, if you type something, we can bring it right on into the stream. But we're going to start now on YouTube and let the people who are waiting join us. And we're live. Jeffrey Jordan, take it away.
What's up, YouTube? And if you from Facebook, what's up, Facebook? What's up, TikTok? What's up, Sir Daryl? And my special celebrity guest host, Tika Deshawn. What's up?
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you for having me back again. I absolutely appreciate it.
All right. So we getting ready for picture it of Sistas season 8, episode 6, and I'm gonna be reposting this on YouTube, and you'll get to see the whole segment. Is gonna end up to being about almost close to 2 hours. But right now we're gonna be playing a game called Picture It, where we look at certain pictures and segments, and most of it is Sistas related, but we got a few pictures that's not Sistas related, but it's all in the realm of Tyler Perry. All right, anything you got, Sir Daryl, before we get started?
No, I need you to make my dog sit down. She's making me nervous. All right, she sat
A
down.
firm backhand. Ah.
Well, I can't do that right now because I'm in the middle of this show. All right.
Oh,
no,
my
I
bad.
got nothing. You ready?
All right, let's go. All right, picture it. Now, Tika, I made this post before, way in the past, but I'm reposting it for you, Sir Daryl. Please read out the scenario and picture it.
An undercover team has sent to expose Elder Mother and the Rakadushi cult. Who would do the best job? So we got Mrs. Evans at the very top. We have Hannah at the bottom right. We have Mother. What is her name? In the middle.
We got Lynn Winfield.
Yeah, but
I think that's how you say her name.
Character name.
She be on so many different shows. That's her from Greenleaf, but I forgot her name, which was on Greenleaf.
May, was her name May on there?
May.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then we got Annalise from How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah.
So in this scenario, Tika, we got a team that's gonna be sitting into the undercover in the Rakadushi compound. Who would do the best job in getting things in order? Who would do the best job, Tika?
Definitely Florida Evans, because she know how to break you down, boy. She gonna break you down she will punish you without punishing you. She will give you that look. She'll say a couple of words and then she get a little soft with you, but then she's still gonna be firm. So, I gotta say Florida Evans.
All right, Sir Daryl. I forgot what was your choice, Sir Daryl.
Oh, I haven't made a choice yet. I hadn't said it, but I've never watched How to Get Away with Murder. I did see a couple episodes. What is her name on there?
Annalise.
Annalise, and she is a legal expert. She is a lawyer, but she's a professor at the school, if I'm not mistaken. And she had students. She taught the students, and they also went with her on live court cases. Like she would pick one or two students who were doing very well to go with her live on court cases. So she's very smart. She can be a bit ruthless, but she knows all the legalities. You know what I mean?
I just from the little bit that I remember about her, I gotta say her, because I think all of the rest of them would end up in a punishment trailer on the first day because they wouldn't be smart enough to know to shut up or to not have an attitude. I think that all of them, I think the other three would get slapped around real fast for some reason, and I think that she would be quick enough to know that she got to play the game in order to survive.
I was with you a bit, when it comes to the compound, what does legal really mean in that compound?
I mean, she's
What the
if you're an attorney, you know to mask your feelings and emotions and to go
and
and do
I
other things in front of a judge. You can't be yourself in front of a judge. You have to look at that judge, analyze the judge mood and the judge temperament, and then immediately respond according to that judge's attitude, because that judge is going to make the decision. You have to recognize this. Your ego can't get in the way. Your emotions can't get in the way. You have to adapt to somebody else's energy immediately. None of those other three have the ability to do that. They just gonna snap off.
But if you say legal, if you say you're a legal, you're an attorney, you're looked at by the Rakadushi compound, especially by the highest. You're looked at as the government, so you're not
I think she
trusted.
got well.
So
She
she
got to not say
definitely gonna
that.
end up in the punishment
She
trailer.
has to not let anybody know. I am saying what we know about these people, and then they just somehow get in there. I think that she would be smart enough to manipulate and play the game. She would probably say she's a housewife or something like that. But I think that especially Crystal
Hannah.
that woman has no ability to not snap off. And then you say one little thing to her, and she's ready to just let you have it, and they just gonna let her have it, like immediately, physically. So yeah, I'm going with the How to Get Away with Murder lady.
And Elise.
all right. Just a quick shout out. What's up, your Oval Angel? She's always commenting and letting me have it on my repost. She says hello. I saw a couple of clips, but I'm trying to keep my promise to continue to support the reviewers. Thank you so much, your Oval Angel.
Thank you.
All right. We had anything else on us?
Well, you didn't say who you picked.
Oh, Mrs. Evans. Mrs. Evans with that old school 70s charm. They always come up with that plan, and it always seems to work out in the sitcom, baby. So let's go.
Scenario:
Picture it.
you've been dating the person of your dreams for 4 months. You find out their family is worth millions. You go to meet the family for the first time, and out walks elder mother, or her. Is she elder mother? And she walks out.
That is elder mother, but this is before the elder. Before the elder. All right, so Tika, you've been dating somebody for a few months. You go to meet his parents for the first time, and out walks elder mother. What's your first reaction?
I'm getting the heck up out of Dodge. Because I know elder mother is more ruthless than the highest himself at times. And when she comes, I'm sure the rest of the whole Rakadushi family is gonna come right behind. So I'm out.
And especially if you went over there for dinner and she cooked.
And I'm definitely not eating her food at all.
You know, elder mother
did to the sheriff. So nah, I'm good.
Elder mother is something that I still use to this day to torture my own blood mother. I mentioned elder mother. So my mother tried to watch Ruthless, and it's the one show she just was like, "Son, I can't do it. Like I can't even handle it." And she was watching it on regular BT, like, and she couldn't even handle the edit down version. But she thinks elder mother. She hates elder mother so much that she wouldn't like her, the actual actress. She doesn't like her as an actress because she hates the character so much. That's how much she got into that.
Well, that means Raja Lynn absolutely did her job, because I'll just say she's in real life. She was nothing like elder mother Marvel. That was opposite.
Your Oval Angel, she says, I can't do no cults. She probably is about to let me know I'm not good enough for him and send me packing. I'll agree.
Mm-hmm.
All right, picture it. All right, so Tika, all right, this is a movie title I made called Before the Highest. Before the Highest. So when you look at this title, what would you think the movie would be about?
Sir, you are out of control. I love this.
You like it?
I love this, but let me get a little closer. Look like he.
Can you blow it up, Usher? There or no?
It's gonna be a little hard.
Oh no, this is like that. That's fine.
It's okay. He looked like Oh God, he ready to motivate somebody. He's ready to get extremely what do you call it? He's just hype. He just looks like he's excited about something. I don't know if in his former life he was a hockey player. I don't know. He just looks super hype. Oh my God.
I think about just something that comes out, and what I wanted next season to be, where we just go find out everybody's backstory, where
Like the origins, right?
yeah, how they got there. How did you get on this damn compound? Because all we know, the only real backstory we know anything about is Ruth, and that's only because of the Oval.
And then the highest, we know what happened to him.
We do, yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
I mean, I would really love to see him getting into prison. How he was when he first came in, because I bet you that if we could see the highest walking in the prison, he didn't walk in there with that calm, confident attitude. I bet you he was like hovering in the corner, or he probably beat his ass the first couple of weeks or something. I'm sure that it didn't go down like that. I suspect this attitude that we're seeing out of the highest all came about after he got out and got propped up. He probably had a little following on the inside. Daikon helped to protect him against people. But yeah, I want to see all that.
I concur. I agree.
Wow.
All right, picture it. All right, boom, 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 boom. This was actually from TikTok. On TikTok, I do surveys. They're kind of like, sometimes my word isn't enough, so I'll post this on TikTok and I'll put surveys, and it'll tell me, and I'll like ask certain questions. And I think, what did Fatima lie to Zach about Jeremiah?
Yeah.
If what scene was that? I forgot what scene that was.
It looked like about whether or not he hit her, because we got into a heated argument.
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
that's right. Does it show? Does it show the percentage?
Yes, 69% said yes, 31% said no.
Okay, we can't go against the facts, Sir Darrell. They agree with me. They said that she lied about the Jeremiah situation on TikTok. Your Oval Angel says, I watched 3 episodes of Ruthless and was confused as hell. That's one Tyler Perry show I can't do either. I'm with you.
I know
It
the
ain't for
lady who does
everybody.
my hair. She's the same way. She can't watch Ruthless.
But you gotta watch the Oval to connect. Just the one
Yeah.
moment. You gotta watch the Oval just to connect, and then go from there.
She's right, your Oval Angel. You got to start off with the Oval because Ruthless spun off. Ruthless spun off from the Oval, if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, it'll
They
kind
both
of
started
ease
on the
you
same
into
day.
Ruthless.
Both
Yeah,
season
yeah.
1, episode 1 of the Oval was, if it wasn't the exact same day as season 1, episode 1 of Ruthless, it was like within a day of it.
But what I'm saying is, if you watch the Oval, it'll kind of ease you into Ruthless. Even if you're not a Ruthless fan, you'll get some understanding because the Oval is a totally different show, and it kind of touches on Ruthless, but it won't shock you as much. You know what I mean? So your Oval Angel, I would recommend starting with the Oval. That's a really good show, and you can grasp it a lot
Wait a minute.
easier.
Is her name the Oval Angel? I didn't. Is that
She'll
what it
be
is?
watching.
Yeah, she watching. I can tell you she watched the Oval.
Does she? How you know?
Her name.
Oval.
She obviously.
Oval.
Listen. She just said I didn't realize it was a spinoff. So yeah, you're right.
Oh.
She said she didn't realize it was a spinoff. But yeah, it's a spinoff. Your Oval Angel. Yeah.
Okay.
Was Fatima wrong?
All right, picture it.
Was Fatima wrong?
What
Now,
scene was this?
25% said yes, she was wrong. 75% said no, she was not.
And that was
She
on
went
TikTok.
ballistic.
I believe that's the scene. That's the scene where she crashed. What's her name's house on Zatima?
Yeah, Deja's house and
Deja's.
party and went
Deja's
ballistic.
house.
Yeah, she was out of control.
She was wrong. Yeah, she was wrong, man.
Yeah, who are these people who are the 75% that said she wasn't wrong? That's kind of wild. I mean, even I say she was wrong with that.
This is on TikTok is a whole nother monster, boy. They be TikTok channel. Yeah. All right, picture it.
Was
Boom.
Fatima's
Is
question
this
stupid?
oh TikTok? What question was this
I
now?
don't remember. I remember we got into an argument about the question though.
This is the clip. This is the clip when they're sitting at the house and they're talking about Gary being stabbed, and she kind of I gave you a clip to play for us too, but she was kind of like, "Well, did you stab Gary?" And I said that question was stupid, and I think this is not a clip to play.
No,
No,
this one isn't a clip. This is just an image.
Okay, so yeah, what was the
Maybe the clip is the one right before this. Maybe the clip is the next.
All right, it don't matter. Tika, do you think that question was stupid though that Fatima asked?
Well, she asked Zach. I mean, they were together,
whether or not he killed him.
They were together. Like, and then at the end of the day, had either one of them done it, they would have said to each other, "I did it." But I guess she was just covering all her bases. But yeah,
All right.
on the whole other level.
All right, picture it. Boom. This is a scene we just saw on
yeah, this was from
Facebook.
this episode just now. Yeah.
All right, so we didn't talk about it on YouTube. So boom. So Sabrina, she told her boyfriend Tony. It's Tony, right? His name Tony on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. She told Tony
Sabrina's
that
boyfriend is Rich.
Oh, Rich, the bald head one. She told Rich that she was busy, she couldn't get away from work, and she couldn't go to lunch. But now we see her at lunch with Danny, and they both kind of like, wait a minute, we thought you couldn't get away, and it kind of seemed Danny, I guess she's looking out for her homegirl, but by no means was this an emergency. She should have just. I think she should have just told the guy that she didn't want to go out to lunch. That's what I think.
Well, I don't know that wouldn't have been accurate. I don't know that she didn't want to go. She genuinely seemed to feel like she couldn't go because of what was happening at the job. But for some reason, that just went out of the water when she realized that Danny was drunk in a restaurant.
You know what? I'll agree. I mean, because ultimately, he didn't have an emergency. He just said he just wanted to go out for lunch, which is, I guess, not dire need. And I guess Danny, by sister's standards, had an emergency. He was drunk at a bar.
Yeah.
I don't know. Your Oval Angel says that question was definitely stupid. Come on, Your Oval Angel. Come on. That question was definitely stupid. That's one of the things I don't like about the new writers. Just dumb plots, points.
See, it confuses me when people say that, because the criticism implies that when Tyler was writing it, everything was coherent. Everything was sitting there. All of the scenes made sense. They didn't say, "Are you sure?" 500 times an episode. They didn't just keep going back and forth in one scene, just walking in circles and saying the things back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. When you say that, it implies that everything was just fine before these writers came along, which is
right.
Third.
Well, I'll say, if I'm not gonna get the nostalgia of having Mr. Perry write for it, don't do it at all. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people just like knowing that his fingers touched it. When you see the name Tyler Perry, you're gonna come watch it just because he wrote it. And if you get somebody else who's not up to par, then you're gonna criticize it. I mean,
well, you know what? You have a good point there. Because what I used to say, my critique of people used to be that you won't critique Tyler. That's what I used to always say. Like if Tyler wrote it and directed and produced it, you cheerlead and you say, look at what this man did. Look at what he's writing things. He's directing things. He's producing things. And you're just like pumping him up. And then you find all of these little things that you would never accept if it was anybody else. I used to always say, if this show was on ABC, you would not accept the Are You Sure 500 times an episode. You would not accept talking in circles and saying the same thing and just going back and forth. You would not accept one season being 2 or 3 days long. You would never accept these things. But because Tyler writes it, you will accept it and damn near ready to chop somebody's head off who's pointing these things out. So I was the one who was criticizing that. But what you're saying is actually making me realize it. I mean, it's not really a change of point, but it's like now when Tyler is not the one doing it, the things that the critique that I said was valid all along is not coming out because Tyler didn't write it. So they don't feel these same restraints. And so instead of me being annoyed, I should probably say, maybe you're right. But they wouldn't do that.
Facts.
Most of these people would not do that. These things that they're finding that they don't like, they have to be blind not to have found it when Tyler was writing it. This is really all I'm saying.
I got a few comments from your Oval Angel. I'm trying to keep up. Boom. She was talking about the scene with everybody, with Danny and the boyfriends. She said, I heard that scene was ghetto as heck with them in the restaurant. She also says it definitely wasn't, but I expect those issues to no longer exist when you have 6 people. I probably should have read this one earlier because I forgot what you're talking about.
That does make sense. I can definitely see the logic in that. Like now, when he's writing everything, directing and producing, and then immediately he's going on to the next one. So he's got like 7 shows up in the air. It is, one could say, oh, okay. I mean, I couldn't do those things. But when you have 6 people and they're concentrating on one show, it should be damn near perfection. That's a good point.
She got one more comment, which is funny. She says, I am happy that the dialogue isn't repetitive. If I'm going to be honest, Tyler Perry should have put bruh season 4 writers on double duty. You guys have to be in Twitter spaces with us because they criticize the hell out of Tyler Perry. I've been saying we need to get on Twitter, but I just haven't.
Take any thoughts? You holding it in over there? Are you ready to move on?
I'm digesting. I'm just listening. In regards to, I mean, I can't comment on the writers. I feel like they've taken a lot of those filler words out of the conversations. Yeah, the scenes, maybe repetitive because it's like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. As far as, for me in the whole storyline is what matters. We've got to close up this whole Gary situation. So we're going to have these different little conversations between everybody. We've got to also check in and see how the friends are feeling. This doesn't just affect Andy, as it shows, it affects Jordan as well. So the whole scene with them in the dining room or in the restaurant, that would be chaotic. That would be 4 people basically yelling or talking over each other. That would be chaotic. Then you have the servers that are walking by and trying to figure out what the heck is going on. And then you got the people that are in there trying to eat and they're trying to figure out what the heck is going on because they're so loud. It was slightly realistic to me, but I wouldn't go out to a restaurant and act a fool like that. But clearly they're familiar with that particular restaurant, so they just did whatever. They went all in with it. So no comments on Tyler Perry. You know how I feel.
All right, picture it. And this is the scene, one of the last scenes of the episode that we just watched. We got the picture that Robin showed Fatima, and I guess he's putting a case together against Fatima. Like, I guess this is the information that she kind of withheld. No one knew that she had a run-in with Gary, and this would be suspicious. Now she has motive, I believe. Um, and I think I was saying that I'm not sure if Rob is kind of prepping her for what's to come, or if he's just trying to lay the hammer and just pin this all on her. Guys, what you think?
I think he's just prepping. I think that he's saying that this is part of the prep. You happen to be in my office right now. You also happen to ask. So since you brought it up, let me show you this. Help me to understand what's going on here. I think that's all this is.
Yeah, I agree with you as well, Daryl. It's got to be just him letting them know, hey, look, if this happens to come out, I need you to be able to explain exactly what happened. So before it, goes in front of court or whatever the case may be, explain to me what this is, exactly what's happening. Because right now you're looking suspicious, like you have motive to take Gary out. So let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Now, knowing Fatima, is she going to be honest or is she going to be cagey about the information? That's my concern. Is she going to be like, I'm going to tell you exactly what happened and how it happened, or is she going to be cagey like she normally is with the information?
I suspect she's going to be honest.
Really, Tika?
I'm hoping she's gonna be honest, but she's good at being cagey, just like you said. Prime example with the whole situation with Zach and Jeremiah. She's gonna give as much information as she think that she can trust you with. Other than that, she's not gonna go too far in details. But I'm hoping that she will just explain to Robin exactly what that was all about.
Yeah.
All right. Your Oval Angel says, I was actually surprised. Connected. Wait, oops. I was originally thinking the Gary storyline would be wrapped up by the mid-season finale, but it's trending to be revealed in the finale. She says, I was actually surprised he connected the dots from a previous season. It actually made sense for him to question her about the situation. Do you guys think he got her purse out of the office? Which purse?
I don't know.
And then she says, "I think she'll tell Robin." Do you guys think? Do you guys think he got her purse out of the office? Explain which scene you talking about, your Oval Angel, and I'll get back to that question, that comment. All right.
I did not realize they were coming through on YouTube.
Yeah, it's got a little comment section because I'm still
Yeah.
on. I'm on both sides. Yeah. All right. Picture this. Picture it. Boom. We got a scenario here. Read it out for Tika, Sir Daryl.
Zach and Karen stayed together after hitting it big with stocks. What would be different? Zach's mom, Jeremiah? What
All
would be
right. So
different?
so basically, Tika, what do you think would be different? Let's just say, and I know people gonna chew me up by making this post. If Karen and Zach were still together, he hit it big on stocks, just like he hit it big on stocks. He got all this money. What would be different? In my mind, I'm thinking, would Zach's mother still be alive? Would Jeremiah still be alive? What do you think?
Oh gosh, that's a good one. I don't know. I don't know if they would be able to make it even with him having some money because they have a past, they have history, a bad history. And she would find a way to complain and put Zach down about how he even came across with getting the stock. Like, where did you even get the tip to, choose that? Like, she's always put him down. So I don't even know if they would make it through. I feel, and I don't feel that Zach or his mom, I should say, or Jeremiah would do anything different because currently, or in the past, presently, whatever, they're still drug addicts. So I don't think him being with someone different would even change the trajectory of Zach's mom or Jeremiah.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, and I think that Karen would have had more hard approach than even Fatima in that. Like at the very beginning, Fatima was telling Zach to talk to his mother and trying to be okay with Jeremiah. I think that Karen would have just been like, keep these hood rats away from me. Like I think that her whole attitude her whole approach would have been different.
Okay, so first, your oval angel, she let me have it. She says nothing would be different. I already told you. I felt about this post last time. Nothing would be different. And they completely agree with you, T. Okay, Sir Daryl, the comment you made about Karen and the mother not wanting the mother around, that's not true because even Connie said that the mother really liked Karen, so they did get along. We just didn't get to see it. I almost forget. I almost forget that Karen and Zach were together for a few years, but we never got to see that on Sisters because they were on the rocks as the show started. So we never got to see how they were prior. Um, I think Karen. Okay, not to put the blame on Zach, but the reason the mother overdosed is because he gave her a lump sum of money, which she's not used to having, And usually I think the brother kind of handled the money, but Zach handed a big lump sum of money to the mother. She didn't know what to do, and she got high and she killed herself. Karen, I think she would have had a vice grip on that money, and she would have been like, "No, don't do this, don't do it." And I don't think the mother wouldn't have got that money. That's what I think because Fatima's a nice girl. She's at this point, she's still she's still getting to know Zach and know his quirks, and she was letting him be free to do what he wants to do. But keep in mind, Zach's not used to having money, and I think Karen would have known, like, listen, don't do this, don't do that. No, we're not doing. She would have been annoying with it, but I don't think the mother would have died because she would have stopped Zach from giving out that money. Am I wrong?
It's possible. He muted.
Your oval angel says, of course they got along. They both like to
Toxic as
belittle
hell.
Zach.
Oh yeah, that is.
You wrong for that, your oval angel. You wrong for that. All right. All right, what we got up next? Picture it.
Right, so this. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, come on. Hold on. What?
I mean, I could have did that last thing. I could.
No. This is just all right. So this is an actual. This is a whole clip. You want this whole thing to play?
Yeah, it's not that long. I don't think.
4 minutes.
What?
It's nothing.
No, it's something. Say it. Whatever it is, just say it.
Did you?
Did I what?
Zach, come on.
Why we gotta pause it right there? Why we gotta pause it right there, Jeff?
I mean, come on, Sir Darryl. How stupid was that question? How ignorant was that question? He don't have the means to kill anybody. He doesn't have a record of killing anybody. But her family has a. Sir Darryl, you know I'm telling the truth. They tell each other everything, obviously. But now she's like, did you kill him? But he's never killed anybody before. And Fatima, if he did, you would know about it because she's a self-proclaimed Sherlock Holmes, right? She has a family of killers. That was so you're not gonna think you don't think that was a stupid question?
No, she want to know, and you sitting up there talking about it took a knife. There was a knife involved. That's all it takes. Anybody whose arm is strong enough to hold the knife and then move forward with the knife is capable.
All right, that's it. That's all I'm What's his track record? We already. Oh
my god! Oh my gosh, y'all are on point.
I wanted to play that because he totally forgot about. I forgot about. I don't know. I forgot talking about that, but he forgot
Yeah, I
about the
don't have
scene, and
any
I'm like,
memory
dude,
of
you
this.
very.
I got all theatrical, moving my hand and all that stuff. I
Okay.
have no memory of this at all.
Um, your Oval Angel says, "I'm on your side with that one, Joe." All right, come on, your Oval Angel. She's agreeing with me. Okay, boom. Cover girl. So this is a bit different. We got different styles by three different women. Glamour. Who looks the most glamorous? Who looks the most out on the townish? Who looks more glamorous? I'm gonna start with you, Tika.
Um, I mean, they all look beautiful and they all look like they're ready to go somewhere. Um, Glamorous. I like Ebony. I like what she's. I like Miss. Not Ebony. What we going by character, right?
Karen, yeah.
Karen. I like what I actually. I like what Karen is wearing. Crystal is. I mean, Fatima is fresh as well. Um,
Okay.
I like Karen.
From
All
the
right,
glamour
Shadara.
standpoint, I like Fatima. Because
Wait a
only because you
minute.
use that word glamour. Had you not used the word glamour, I would have gone with Karen.
How
Karen
about
is a freak of
wait?
nature in on this show. She is overwhelmingly beautiful, and she is, in my opinion, by far the best actress on that show. By far, um, she is. Her talent is way up there. What do you
All
think, Jeff?
right, that's it.
Well, you got to give us your opinion.
Oh, I'm gonna go with Karen all day.
Okay, I guess I should have known.
I
Mhm.
had no idea. I had no idea.
Okay, boom. Picture it. Okay, so boom. In this picture, we got all the sisters.
That's right. All
Last
the
time, Tika, you
sisters.
weren't here,
Say
but
it again. Say it again.
all the
All
sisters. I
the
said all the
sisters.
sisters. I got all the sisters.
Okay.
So now the sisters that we see on here, the ones that are in management, in leadership, which one of the sisters have the best leadership or management style? Tika.
Oh my
Anyone
gosh.
in leadership? Yeah.
Leadership. That would be Karen, Sabrina, and Andy. Um,
Right.
oh, Jesus. I mean, Karen. Oh God, I'm back to Karen again. She somewhat can calm or tame Pam somewhat. She can kind of um calm down certain situations, but then Sabrina has the same edge as well. She's always got her two coworkers that she has to calm down.
But
But
she
I guess
never
if you
can get
want to,
them under control ever.
she can never get them under control. She sent old girl. It was it Elise. What was her name? She sent her on her lunch break, or sent her to the room to take a break. Um, I guess it would be Karen. Karen, because Andy ain't in charge of nobody except one person. She has like one employee,
And
and
she can't
Karen
keep her
has
under
maybe
control.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we
and
talked
that's
about
the
this a
only
little bit
thing.
last week, and I agree with you. Karen, we've seen signs of Karen getting her employee under control. We've seen it. I mean, it may not have lasted long and whatever, but we've seen it happen. We ain't ever seen it happen with Andy. And when I don't ever see it happen with Sabrina. I mean, Sabrina will hop up in a second. She's real fast to hop up and head on over there and handle stuff, but nothing ever gets handled. It just ends up being some yelling and Maurice storming off and everybody, just doing what they want to do. And it doesn't matter what she says to Maurice. Um, um, he never obeys or comes in line. It's almost like that's Maurice, so he can just do whatever he want to do. I don't have time for this. That's the way it usually ends. Where Karen is not, she does demand a certain level of respect, even if it's a little out of control still.
All right. Your Oval Angel says, I'll agree with Karen, but I thought Danny was a manager before the airline merger. Did you hear
Well,
anything about that?
I never seen her manage anybody. I mean, maybe, but I never saw her really interacting with anybody other than the customers.
Me either. Your Oval Angel also says, I'm only going with Karen because my mom used to run a salon, and that's not easy.
No,
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Okay.
I think that's it. That is it.
That's all we got. Man, I had so much fun. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Anybody got any comments?
Looking to see what happens next week. Are we at any kind of we're headed up into the holidays, and a lot of times we end up finding out we're on a break the next week when it doesn't come on. Are we at that point? We are at, what was the episode? It was episode 6. Yeah.
Six, right?
Yeah, it can't be a break at 6 episodes, right?
You never know. Um, so Tika, let everybody know where they can find you at.
Ooh, well, this was fun as always. Y'all are out of control with these. This picture that was new for me, and I was here for that. The whole everything you guys are putting together, I'm super impressed with. I'm loving it. So thank you for, like I said, re-inviting me, and then everyone can just find me at All Things Ruthless, everywhere. Facebook. I am not on Twitter anymore, but Facebook, Instagram, as well as YouTube.
All right.
So and I'll make sure to give you a good intro when I edit this. Why you not on Twitter anymore? I'm curious because we were gonna do it, but I just never got around to doing it.
It's too it's too politically disrespectful, too much racism, in your face racism that's just going on. It's too much. Maybe I'm following the wrong people on Twitter, but for me it was too much. People fighting, people who didn't used to fight, are now beefing, and I just don't want to. I watch enough TV to have to live it in reality. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
you want to just keep it in the fantasy world, right?
right. Yeah. Just let me have my time out on in the internet. That's my fake space. And then when I'm at home, I can have a reality, don't have to deal with all of that. So anyway.
See, I never knew how different it was because I don't have a Twitter, a personal Twitter or anything. So
And
I
it's called
wouldn't
X
know.
now,
But I'm
sir. You
glad
got to call it X. You got to be respectful of the new name.
Yes, X.
Boom, boom, boom. Your Oval Angel
Oh, and y'all
says,
can also find me on Fanbase. My apologies. Y'all can also find me on Fanbase. It's something just like TikTok, but it's for us, created by us.
Really? All right. I got to write that
Yes.
down. I have to check that out. I don't know about that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Fanbase.
me either. Wow, that sounds cool. How long has that been around?
A little bit over a year. Yeah, a little bit. It's been out a little bit over a year. Um, I forgot the name of the creator, but he is a Black creator. His father was in the music, and I can't think of his name right now. But yeah, it's just, even if you go on YouTube and type in a fan base interview, you'll see the creator, and he'll have a whole interview as to how he created and became a part of the whole fan base
Yeah.
platform.
I'm definitely checking it out.
Okay. Your Oval Angel says, "Are you guys going to review Found or Cross? They aren't Tyler Perry shows, but they are good. Have you ever heard of that? Anybody?
I haven't.
I'm
I haven't either.
actually reviewing Cross right now.
Oh, that's two different shows. That's how far out of it we are.
Yeah, Cross is based on the books by James Patterson, aka Alex Cross is the character. Alex Cross in this version of Cross is portrayed by Aldous Hodge, who's on Underground, Leverage, who's been on so many different shows. Back in the day, Morgan Freeman was Alex Cross. Tyler Perry portrayed Alex Cross, and now we got a brand new, today and age, Alex Cross portrayed by Aldous Hodge. And it's very good.
Oh.
There are 8 episodes on right now. Prime Video.
All right.
I'm gonna have to check it out. Shit, I'm off
With
tomorrow. I
Jeff
can binge
reading
watch.
messages, Jeff forgot 2 very important messages that came in 40 minutes ago. Someone named
40?
Matthew Gordon on Facebook says, "I agree with Daryl Roberts." Now that is a very important message. The others wouldn't be able to keep their cool.
I'm looking on YouTube. That's why.
Okay, well, I'm saying that that particular message should have been highlighted. I agree with Daryl. Anytime somebody says that, we highlight their message.
Well, how come you didn't see it?
I just saw it right now. I didn't see it because I wrongly trusted that you were going to see and get all of the messages and bring them in. But I see that you nitpick and you bring in the messages that you want read, but the ones that make me look good just get left. I see what's going on here. And how long has this been going on? How many thousands of messages that sung my praises never got brought out? Now I'm looking at you sideways, Jeff.
Yes,
your Oval Angel says Cross was already renewed for a second season. What you were saying, Tika?
I'm sorry. Your Love Angel was in the comments asking, is that the one by Isaac Hayes Jr.? And yes, that is. Fanbase is created by Isaac Hayes Jr. My apologies for interrupting.
Interrupting the argument.
Isaac Hayes Jr. So I'm interested now. I'm gonna try and check that out because I don't really have anything else. I'm caught up on all my other shows, so I can probably binge watch some of this stuff tomorrow because I'm off tomorrow before I go back to work. Oh.
Well, I'll be doing Cross on Monday. So if you get to the complete the 4 episodes, I'll be recapping live episodes 3 and 4. I did 1 and 2 last week. So if you catch up, if you got time, if not, I'll be there for more episodes. They got about a total of 8. So
So is 4 episodes. That's what they are, hour-long shows.
Yeah, there are 8 episodes total. But rather than me try to recap all 8 live, that would be like a very long show. So I decided to just like break it down. 2 episodes last week, another 2 this week, 2 more the following week, and then the final 2. And yes, they have been renewed. It's so good that it has been renewed for a new season already.
I might.
All right, so I'm
what
gonna
is it
try
on?
Prime Video.
It's called Cross.
Cross. Yep. Yes, sir.
All right, so your Oval Angel. That means you're gonna be watching when we review Cross then too, right? But I'm gonna probably start tonight, and then I'm off tomorrow, so I'm gonna check it out tonight, see what it's about, and then I'll bang out another episode or 2 tomorrow. So I should be ready.
Nice.
Guys,
nice,
thank
nice,
you so much. Everybody, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. All Things Ruthless, Perry Necessary, me and Sir Daryl. We on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. All right, that's all I got for now. Thank you so much.
All right, bye everybody.
Good night.
Later.
Run.
Taji, you're way too close, Mummy.
Taji!
I love it. Hey, no. Stop it now.
Oh my gosh, you're so idiot. Oh my gosh.
Kyle. Stop. Kyle! Fucking Kyle!
Yeah, I love you.
What the fuck did Frankie do?
Holy shit. No.